it is indicated the colors indigo, blue, orange and yellow. They are predominantly of creative and progressive nature. That means they are useful mainly for meditation purposes and also for healing purposes. So we should have these four colors in predominance. I will repeat once again. Indigo, blue, orange and yellow. And next in order can be taken green. Much discrimination. Some shades of green are very non-progressive and negative and destructive in their nature, and they should be avoided. Whereas some shades of green, most auspicious, progressive and helping. For example, if you take the green of the leaves of trees, the green vibration you receive when you look at a vast meadow in sunshine. Suppose there is a meadow of thick grass upon which water has been sprinkled, and the next morning, suppose there is beautiful sun like this, then you imagine the color of that meadow in the light of such mornings. It is the color that nourishes. It is the color that heals. It is the life-giving green. So, it is necessary to remember this shade of green away from other shades of green. For example, the negative shades of green can be remembered by thinking of the grain shade given by a crystal of copper sulfate. It has a peculiar shade of green which exists between blue and green. It is highly dangerous to think of this color or meditate this color. This is the difference you have to keep in mind. And all the shades of green that give you the color of the leaf of tree, especially the shades of the color of grass, are always creative and nourishing and healing. And they give respite to the mind. In fact, they heal the undesirable trait of our mind with which we feel busy. To feel busy is the most destructive aspect of mind. It is the cause of all disease and all suffering, all tension and nervosity. People go into all types of nervous diseases by having a thought vibration that one is thought form is directly related with self-pity. For example, the moment one feels busy, he feels that others are not helping him and that others are not taking as much care of him as they should do. Immediately, the auric shell of the person will leave its beautiful shape, and as long as the thought form exists, the auric shell will be broken, and during the moment when it is broken, any evil influence may attack. For example, an infection, a contagion can attack. A virus or a microbe can attack a person only when The egg is broken, the shell around him is broken. Whenever one feels busy in mind, there is an automatic disintegration of the shell around himself. And whenever one feels a healing thought, there is instantaneous integration and again reformation of the shell. So the shell goes on changing instantaneously with the change of vibration in thought. Some shades of blue and some shades of green wonderfully heal this quality, this defect. The green of the meadow, when meditated upon daily, heals the mind from feeling busy. That's the reason why when we are having too much of work and in a hurry, we are sapped and exhausted. When we stop our work for a few minutes and look at the meadow through the window for a few minutes, happy and relaxed, what is the cause? Instantaneously, the egg rearranges and heals itself and removes the blockage of the energy centers in our system. Immediately, the energy flows from space into us and we feel refreshed. Same thing happens when we receive fresh air also. So, we instinctively know that the presence of a meadow and fresh air always heals. We feel, but we generally do not bestow much thought over these things. We just bestow some thought, we will know the science for ourselves. And we can instantaneously recognize the healing agents that are working around. So about the green, yes. Yes, if it is exactly the same shade, it has always the same effect. The meadow will have only additional effects. The color of the meadow, whether painted or true, it has the same effect always. If we go into the meadow, it has the additional effect of the helping the gases it emits. But for that, everything is the same. So, when meditating, in the beginning stage, always the shades of colors change from thought to thought, and it is a vicious circle. The moment in the mind changes, the thought in the mind undergoes a transformation. Or conversely, the moment a thought is changed in our mind, it changes the shade of the color we are meditating. The one thing changes the other. There is a little story in India. A fellow wanted to get married and he was not having the opportunity to marry for a long time, and he became insane. He went into insanity and he was taken to a doctor. The doctor tried to cure him for 1 year and said it was impossible. He can be cured only if he was married. So they approached people to get him married. But every girl said he could be married only when he is cured. So there is no solution. We should cut it somewhere. A change of thought changes the shade of color we are meditating, and a change of color changes the thought. So we should have some landmarks in our mind. For example, the green of a meadow, etc. This is the reason why in occultism, for example, the practice of the mantras, the color and the thought associated with that sound is prescribed by the scientists in the same book. For example, when you are meditating one mantram, he prescribes a scene to be meditated, for which he gives a description. Every mantram will have a description to be meditated. For example, there is an open meadow on which water is sprinkled, and then the morning sun is glittering on it. And there is a single tree with beautiful flowers on one side of the meadow, and a cowherd was sitting and playing on his flute. This is the picture of a description given for a mantra. That means when you want to meditate a sound or a color, you should have a landmark with some combinations of colors and thoughts, which keeps your mind away from getting changed to undesirable colors and undesirable thoughts. For example, yesterday I gave you a combination of sounds. I told you it is a mantra to purify all the vehicles. A meditation is given. A person in milk white color with a stringed musical instrument in his hand and having the head of a horse. This is the picture given to this combination of sounds in the science of mantras. Each combination of sounds has its own color or combination of colors. For example, the color that is to be meditated for this sound is milk white, which after meditation like this, there should be landmarks in our mind which protect us from a change of thought into undesirable thought, or a change of color into undesirable shades of color. So, when we speak of green, we should be careful of the undesirable shades of green. Whenever we are busy, an undesirable color vibration works upon us. It is dull grey. Conversely, whenever we continuously think into, and lack of self-confidence will be the result. We will be nervous and negative. So, immediately the color should be changed. Sometimes when we have such colors in the room where we work, they have their undesirable or desirable effects upon our mind. If you keep copper sulfate for some time without cleaning it, the moment you clean the crystal once again, the color is quite different. The unclean color is the one which is most undesirable. But it is because of the effect of atmosphere on the copper compound. If you wash it in water once again, the shade turns to blue, and then it is not dangerous. Turquoise is not exactly of the therefore, but the medication of the dull copper sulfate color, the color which you find after preserving the crystal for a long time and exposed to atmospheric effect, is detrimental to everyone. Also, some shades of brown, they are uniformly bad to everyone. Some shades of purple, very dangerous. That is the green of the copper compounds. Because They belong to the previous round of creation of this earth. They are existing as remnants of the previous creation. Green, the color of the chlorophyll. It is very good. It is a highly fortunate and progressive color. And grey color in any shade is not at all good. For meditative and healing purposes. Sometimes not precisely, but grey in its true sense is a combination of black and white in a disharmonious combination. When actually sky is manifesting grey color, definitely it creates a bad mood in the beings. When the sun is not appearing, then there is an effect of grayscale that causes sluggish circulation and arthros on the physical plane and melancholia on the mental plane. Especially in the room, we should not allow the color to be predominant. These are the colors that are to be remembered separately from the undesirable color. They are, wherever they are negative and unprogressive. And when the activity has a motive of negative side and unprogressive side, the people generally have an attraction for that color. For example, a businessman who is also a spiritualist does not prefer these colors. So from a worldly point of view, we can't define these colors. Because as long as persons are in complete worldly and materialistic nature, having motives much self-centered, they cannot have a well-defined procedure for themselves. Because their psychological setup and intelligence are mingled and mixed up with motives. Therefore, no color has a definite effect upon them. And all colors have positive and negative effects combined together upon them. So, the clarity of mind and personality that can be achieved by a spiritual student requires an elimination and filtration of undesirable colors. Whereas a person, as long as he is not having such a requirement, he need not have a selective way of doing it. The difference can be felt by a purified vehicle and not a materialistic mental vehicle. Even though he is a great businessman, if he is awakened towards the spiritual path, immediately he begins to have a selective way of doing it. And he has a taste for the progressive and an instinctive dislike to something which is negative. It is only for such people that this selection is useful. For example, the colors that are there on physical objects are not intended here in this science. The colors that exist through light and the colors that are meditated on the mental and higher plane, they count much and they cause a lot of change either to the positive or negative aspect. In the materialists who have not had the touch of spiritualism, real colors exist as thoughts, whereas colors on the outer or objective plane have no effect. This science is only for those who meditate. The difference, what makes the difference is the evolution of that particular soul. For business people, anything is the same. Whether he uses the brown coat or the blue coat, the effect is the same. Of course, we can't very much express our opinion except one thing. The uniform is prescribed for a very, very long time, and it produces a cumulative thought form over all those people, which makes them live in their own world of existence, not having an expansion into the wider human value. For example, they can explain to you what is there with them, and they expect you to go into their formula. Whereas if you want them to consider the humanity at large and try to suggest or prescribe that which is progressive to the various types of humanity, they cannot do, because their mind has lost the capacity